Hello from Senegal. I am so excited to be here and to be sharing this beautiful country over the next 10 days or so. We flew into Dakar airport last night, flew from Algeria. It was like a 4-hour, 5-hour flight in the end, and then drove down the coast to Pointe Sarene, which is where we are now. And we are spending the next few days staying at the Hotel Real Baobab, which is a hotel run by TUI. TUI do packages here. So you can come here for a beach holiday. It's like a beach holiday with a difference. So you can enjoy the beaches, you can laze around the pool, but you can also do some really interesting cultural activities, which we're going to be doing a few of those, but we're also going to be enjoying the weather. It is very hot here, enjoying the beach, enjoying just relaxing around the pool, because we had a pretty hectic time in Algeria. All of my videos should be up by now. It was very busy and it was very, very fun, but it was very go, go, go. So it's nice to be somewhere where we can have a little bit of relaxation, but we're also doing a few cultural activities, and we're off to see some of Senegal's amazing nature as well. This isn't our only stop in Senegal. We're also going up to Dakar, we're going up to St. Louis, and we're going back down to the wildlife reserve where you can go on safari. So there's plenty more to see in this country, but this video is all about this hotel, just how Senegal's a really great winter sun destination because it's popular throughout the winter, but also, I mean, we're here at the start of October and it's pretty nice now as well. It is warm, but it's nice. So I am going to show you all around this hotel. I'm going to show you the eating options, I'm going to show you the pools, I'm going to show you the beach, and hopefully if you're planning a beach holiday somewhere a bit different, it will inspire you to visit the beautiful country of Senegal. So I'm in the room now. I will have to do a room tour a little bit later because the bed is not made up at the moment. So yeah, I'll do all of that a little bit later on. But I'm just about to go down to the pool. So I'll show you a little bit around the pool and yeah, the general restaurant beach areas of the hotel to just give you an idea of what it's like. But so far I'm really liking this hotel. It's got a nice atmosphere, it's not too big, but it has everything you need, and yeah, it just has some good touches that just make it a really nice place to be. So let's go explore a bit. It is lunchtime in Senegal and I am impressed. So usually at these all-inclusive resorts, the veggie options are somewhat limited, and I personally am more than happy to just eat vegetables, like for that to be the bulk of my meal. And there are lots and lots of different different types of vegetables cooked in different ways. So I'm just enjoying these now. So I've got like a plate of salad that's cold, a cold selection, and then a warm selection as well. And it's mainly just some salad, loads of different vegetables and mashed potato. But that is what I need after eating a lot of bread in Algeria. Amber is really keen to just have a vegetable-based diet for the next few days, so that's really great. They also have plenty of like bread, fish, pasta, pizza, literally anything you could want. It is warm. We arrived last night, and we've been in Algeria. So Algiers was hot but dry, so it got to sort of 25-30 degrees in Algiers, and it was like up to 40 in the desert, but it was all a very dry heat. Senegal is hot and humid. So yeah, I'm really feeling the force of the sun here, but it is very pleasant. It is nice lounging by the pool weather. We are doing a few activities later in the week, so we'll see then what the sort of climate is like for doing those. But yeah, I'm just ambling around the beach. So this is a really great hotel because you're literally just steps from a private beach, which is incredible. Yeah, you've got sort of the hotel complex, and then there's like 3 separate pools. There's also a water park at one end, and then you walk down the boardwalk and then you're at this lovely golden beach. Feeling the heat of this midday sun, so I'm gonna go find some shade, and yeah, there's a few bar areas and things as well. So I'm thinking it's 2 o'clock. Thinking it might be time for a glass of wine. So while I'm locating some wine, let Claire from the future show you around the hotel a little bit. I filmed this later in the week, but I thought it was worth putting it earlier on in the video. So this was a really gorgeous hotel. You can just see the lobby. There's such amazing decor and really bright and spacious, and everything just felt extremely luxurious.
Loved all the little touches, from the lights to the plants to the traditional Senegalese decorations. There was a gym and a spa. I didn't use the spa, but I did use the gym a couple of times. And there were 3 swimming pools and another swimming pool which was like attached to the water park. There were sunbathing lounges in the pools and plenty of lounges around the side of the pools. This was the pool bar that got quite lively later on during the day, but I filmed this early in the morning, so there was no one there. There was a snack bar where you could get little snacky bits like chips and things from, and that had a really nice view over the pool as well.
Toilet check. These are the pool toilets. They're pretty good. Sink. And then these are always kept quite clean.
You can see here just how much space there is around the side of the pool, and we weren't there in peak high season, so there were always the lounges that we wanted with the right amount of shade, which was really good. But I did love these in-water lounges as well. You could adjust these so you got the right amount of shade on your lounger, which was also really cool. There was also a little self-serve bar here where you could get water, fizzy drinks, beer and juice. I loved the baobab juice, I had it every day. There was so much greenery around the hotel, which was gorgeous, and this is where some of the entertainment was. Then there was the private beach, and this was absolutely lovely. Really nice palm trees, golden sands, natural parasols, and the water was so warm it felt like a bath. Back through the bar area, I'll show you some more of the eating facilities later on in the video, but let's go and see if Claire's found her glass of wine now.
So obviously this hotel is all inclusive, which means that all food and drinks are included. All inclusive hotels sometimes aren't the best quality of food and drinks, but so far I have been quite pleased. As a vegetarian, sometimes it can be difficult to get veggie food in the buffet, and I went to an all-inclusive fairly recently. I'm not going to name the names, but all of the vegetable dishes had meat in them. So here all of the vegetables are pure vegetables, which is great to see. And yeah, I'm just trying out the wine now for research purposes, of course. So I'm just going to take my first sip. Not bad actually, not bad. Yeah, I wasn't expecting the wine to be great here. Obviously Senegal isn't a wine producing country, and again the all-inclusive sometimes don't have the best alcohol selections, but that is not bad. It's definitely, I can enjoy that, and I would have more than one of those, but I'm not going to have too many because we have a very packed itinerary starting tomorrow, which I will go into a little bit later on in this video. Time to drink my wine by the pool and maybe go for a little swim as well. Did I mention it's hot?
I'm not sure why, but we're really more pool people than beach people. So we spent the rest of the afternoon around the pool, but we did come down to the beach for sunset. It was a really beautiful sunset right over the sea. So this was definitely one to not miss. And now let me show you around our room. So I thought this was a really gorgeous room. It was a huge bed. It was actually 2 beds pushed together, but it didn't feel like that. It felt like one big bed. There's a seating area, as you can see, with some really gorgeous artwork, more traditional artwork on the other walls as well, big flat screen TV. Then the bathroom had a toilet. It had 2 sinks, so couple sinks, and a really lovely rain shower. It was a really nice shower.
Alright, so we're back from the pool and now we are just getting ready for dinner. I'm just going to have a quick shower and then just, yeah, probably just put some clean clothes on. We're just going to the buffet tonight, but there are 2 restaurants here which I will share a bit more later in the video. But tonight we're just going to the buffet, so I'll show you around that a bit. But yeah, I was impressed with the lunch one, so hopefully it will be similar. Ended up having 3 glasses of Prosecco, I think, so I'm feeling a little bit lightheaded. But we went down and watched the sunset, which was really nice. So obviously, because we're in West Africa, the sunsets are really incredible. And because this hotel has a private beach, you could just go down there and just watch an incredible sunset every night. So that is really, really nice, and another great perk about this hotel. So, shower time, and then I will get back to you.
Alright, it is nearly dinner time, but we're just going to the buffet tonight, so I couldn't really be bothered to do my hair or makeup or anything. I think we're just going to go grab some food quickly and then
come like back up and just get an early night, because we only arrived in at, I think we got to the hotel at 2:30 a.m. yesterday, and then we were still up at like 7, so we're feeling pretty tired. But tomorrow we are getting picked up at 7:30 and we're going for a safari. So Senegal has safaris. They're a bit different to East African safaris. You're not going to find like as much of like the big five and stuff like that, but I think they're still going to be pretty good. There's still going to be a fair few animals to see, so I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, I've never done an East African safari, so this will be my first ever safari, so I think like it will still be very impressive. So that's a tour that you can book through TUI when you book this hotel. So dinner time, early night, and then pick up at 7:30 tomorrow. This is the plan. So we're gonna head to dinner now, and I will show you around the buffet.
So I basically had jacket potato, a load of vegetables and a slice of garlic bread for dinner, and a little bit of cheese as well. It was really good, honestly. Like I said earlier, I just wanted to eat vegetable. Here's a very quick walk around the buffet here at the restaurant. As you can see, there is so much choice. Good morning. It is about 6:30 a.m. and we've just got up. I'm looking quite red actually, aren't I? I stayed in the shade all day yesterday, but I probably didn't apply sunscreen as frequently as I should have, so I need to be a bit careful with that because the sun here is very strong. But yeah, we're just getting up and getting ready to go on safari. So yeah, I'm very excited about this. I'm not quite sure what we'll see, but there's been talk of zebras, rhinos, water buffalo, things like that. So yeah, it should be really cool. I think it's just like an hour's drive from here, so we're picked up at 7:30, and then it's only a half-day tour, so we get back at about midday to 1 o'clock. So it's quite nice to just go out, do something for the half day, and then spend the rest of the day enjoying the hotel.
Ready?
Yeah.
Sorry.
So I did really enjoy the safari. We saw giraffe, we saw rhino, we saw zebras, so there were quite a lot of animals that we did see. The only thing I will say about Bandia is it does feel slightly zoo-like, not to a huge extent, like it's obviously the animal's natural habitat and they have a huge area to roam around in, but the hyenas are kept in an enclosure because they're predators, which does make it feel a bit less natural, and the whole thing is fenced in, but that's not dissimilar to other national parks elsewhere in Africa. But it was a really cool experience. It was really fun to be in the safari vehicle. We had a great guide who explained all of the animals and gave us some really fun facts about them all, and yeah, no, it was all around a very good morning. We ended our morning at a trip to the crocodile pool where these very many crocodiles were just having a sunbathe, having a swim. I stayed rather far back from them. So back at the hotel now and back around the pool. Not going to move very far from here for the rest of the afternoon, I don't think. The safari was really good, really enjoyed it. I think if anyone's done an East African safari, it might be a bit underwhelming because it is enclosed, but it's kind of a rewilding project. Like all of these animals that are there were made extinct in Senegal and then they've been reintroduced. And it's a large enclosed area, but it is obviously like their natural habitat. But I really enjoyed it. We saw giraffes, rhino. I've seen it all in the video before. But yeah, it's £39 for this half-day excursion that leaves from this hotel and then returns to the hotel. So £39, that's about less than €50 and $50. And you see a lot of animals, and you know, it was just a nice morning. It was nice to get out and do it, and then it's also nice that it finishes relatively early and then you come back here and you know, you can spend the afternoon chilling out and enjoying the hotel because it's a very zen place. It's nice to just relax. I'm feeling pretty tranquil.
Oh, they play musical they play musical chairs. I cannot tell you how much the heat hits you as soon as you walk out of the hotel room. The AC is very, very good, but it is so humid. It's just like, bam, it's like evening now and it is still very warm here in Senegal. Anyway, I had some chips and now I'm going to the gym because it's all about balance. We have a dinner reservation tonight, so they have 2 restaurants here. They have a Japanese and an Italian. And we're going to the Japanese tonight and the Italian tomorrow night. So I always appreciate when all-inclusive hotels have these specialty restaurants because the buffet food here is good, like I liked it, but it does get quite samey after a day or two. So, looking forward to that, but the only reservation they could do was 9 o'clock, so we're having a late dinner. Then a fairly early wake up tomorrow, so I'm probably going to be a bit tired tomorrow, but that's alright. So yeah, it's about 7 o'clock now, sun is setting soon, but I'm going to hit the gym, hopefully it won't be too busy, and then come back up and get ready for dinner.
Couldn't film too much in the gym, it wasn't busy, but there were a few people in there. But here's a very quick montage of my workout.
Alright, gym workout complete. It is now 7:30 p.m. and as you can see, the sun has gone down since I've been in the gym. So I wasn't in there for that long, I was in there for like 40 minutes. But yeah, did an arms and abs, fairly small gym, but it's got free weights, a few machines and a few like cardio machines as well. So there's enough there for like a little workout. There's also a spa, which I'm not going to get a chance to use, unfortunately, but it does treatments like manicures, pedicures, massages. Looked like there was even a hair salon as well. So if you want to treat yourself, there are plenty of opportunities. One of the things that I do have to mention, obviously you're in the tropics, which means there's lots of bugs, a few like cockroaches and stuff running around. They have been in our hotel room a few times because we open up to the outdoors. It's like the rooms are really, really clean, but like, you know, like I say, it's the tropics, like it's inevitable that some bugs are gonna get in, and I don't know what that bug was, but one bug did just fly right in my face. So there is that. I don't mind bugs, to be honest, at all, but worth mentioning. Senegal is actually a malaria zone, so it is recommended to take malaria tablets while you're here. So we are actually taking malaria pills the whole time that we are in Senegal and Gambia. It's also wise to get a few travel vaccinations, but I'd recommend checking your government website, your like government health website to like get the up-to-date information on those, because I am not a medical professional.
So the Japanese and Italian restaurants aren't a la carte like the main restaurant, they are actually buffets, but they are themed buffets, and there was a good amount of sushi, good amount of veggie sushi, and then there were a few dishes that I could eat for mains. So I had a really nice dinner, but it was more casual buffet style than other all-inclusive restaurants I've been to.
Cheers. Good morning. We are up before the sun is again. It is slowly getting light. Should be light before too long. This is getting very steamy. This is how humid it is here. I'm gonna have to finish filming this inside. So today we are going on a day trip from Pointe Sarene, which is where the hotel is, to the Saloum Delta, which is a river delta south of here. I don't know too much about this day trip. Normally when I travel I research and book everything, but actually this was all booked for us. So it's going to be interesting to see what this is like, and I will update you with voiceover as the day goes on. But yeah, it's a full day trip. It starts at 8 and I think we get back to the hotel about 4, and then we've got dinner tonight at the Italian restaurant at 6:45. So quite a busy day ahead of us, but it should be nice to see another side of Senegal.
Before the day trip, I'll just show you around the breakfast buffet. There were loads of options, and there were loads of different foods, but then different types of different foods, if that makes sense. Like there were options for a full English, there were options for different pancakes, different toasted goods, there was loads of different fruit, there were loads of different baked goods. There was just a lot of choice. Look at these donuts. So then we went off onto our Saloum Delta day trip. Now, I was really in two minds about this day trip. We didn't actually spend all that much time on the Saloum Delta, we just did a very short boat ride. Most of the day was spent going around local markets, and we visited a local village as well. I do love visiting local markets, but with such a big group it did feel a bit like we were getting in the way of people who were just going about their daily lives, and it did make me feel a little bit uncomfortable. The people in the village were really welcoming, and we did learn a little bit about Senegalese life and culture, but I did just feel a bit like we were just in the way. I think it would have been much better if there'd been some kind of cooking class in the village, or some kind of actual activity that we could learn in the village rather than just going to visit it. I felt a bit like I was being intrusive, which made me feel quite awkward. But on the other side of the coin, they do bring some gifts to the village when tourists visit them, and we did also buy some souvenirs from, they had a little market set up there. So you can see both sides of it, I guess. We did also go to this huge livestock market, and they were very happy for us to be there and take videos and photos, and they told us that the cows are worth €1,000 in Senegal, so you really don't want to mess with any of the cows. And then after lunch we finally actually set out on the Saloum Delta. We did a short 20-minute boat ride. Honestly, this could have been a lot longer, and actually later on in our Senegal trip we returned to the Saloum Delta and we did a fantastic sunset boat trip, so do stay tuned for that video. But it was nice to be out on the water, even though it was quite short. Our last stop of the day was at the biggest baobab tree in Senegal. It was really quite something. Back in the hotel, I think I forgot to show off the balcony earlier, but here you go. Didn't have that much of a nice view, but it was nice just to have the balcony, just to have that extra space. And then we went to the Italian restaurant for dinner. It was buffet style again, but again there was a lot of options, and like I keep saying, a lot of vegetarian food too, which was a really nice surprise.
Alright, back from the tour, and actually just got back from dinner as well. So we ate at the Italian restaurant tonight, which was good actually. There was quite a lot of different veggie options. Had a cold starter plate, then I had a warm plate with pasta, and yeah, mainly pasta and a slice of pizza. And then did actually have a bit of a lackluster selection of desserts. So I went into the main buffet area and I've picked up chocolate fountain, these like crispy cakes, like the Rice Krispie cakes, and some more white chocolate truffles. So I'm going to eat a lot of chocolate and have a very chilled out evening. Yeah, and I think that's about it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed watching, and I hope it inspires you to look a bit more into all-inclusives in different destinations, because I think this really is like an all-inclusive with a bit of a difference. You know, you can stay here, you've got the luxury of the pool bar, all the great restaurants, but then it's also really easy to get out and about and see a bit more of Senegal. And from what I've seen so far, it is a wonderful country that's well worth visiting. So stay tuned for more videos from Senegal, and I will see you next time. Thank you, bye!